What's up, guys? It's Ivory with video number 2. I just noticed I ain't posted in 6 days, so I had to make it up to y'all. So I'm gonna do what I saw in the comments last time. Building Kuzan. Let's get to it. I couldn't find an account with a 9-star Kuzan. I used to have one, but I couldn't find it. So we're just gonna have to settle for the 5-star. Sadly, but we'll make it work. So Kuzan. AoE, free shield. That's what the game said. But we're going to be building him based off what I believe is the current meta for DPS characters. So, let's get into the video. So, when you're looking at a character like Kuzan, looking at his first skill, the main skill that the main debuff that the game believes is the most effective to his ice range skill is that crit down, which as you can see here, it's an AoE skill, 150%. He deals more damage if target HP is above 60, so that means if Kuzan's basically attacking first or second, he's going to be doing that 30% more damage. Even third, because not all characters do AoE damage, so Kuzan's going to be doing damage to units regardless. Just if he goes first, he's going to do it to everybody. So yeah. 50% chance to reduce crit rate by 10% last 2 turns. Like I was saying in the previous video, or just in one of my earlier videos, Kuzan's definitely one of those characters that can go against the meta, just reducing crit. The same thing with Anel's seal, but we're not here to talk about it now. So let's keep going into his skills. Lazy Justice, attack plus 40, HP plus 20, speed plus 15. That speed plus 15 is nice. I wish they gave him something better, maybe. I don't know what they probably could have given him, but the fact that he got the HP and attack as a DPS, he gets what I believe are the two most critical. The maximum attack and just getting HP. Not a lot of DPS get that HP bonus, which can either one end up making your DPS pretty tank like, or just make him last longer to where he's more effective in game, which is what Kuzan usually does, especially like maxed out from what I've seen. He has durability. Going into his Ice Age skill, attack 2 random targets, dealing 220% damage per target, 55% chance to freeze, which lasts 2 turns. Grant a self shield, which lasts 1 turn. Shield has a 90% based on attack HP. So his shield can take 30% damage based on caster's attack. So his shield is real nice, even though it's only to himself. But basically, his shield can be broken pretty easily, especially if he's attacked by, Mihawk is gonna disable the shield. So there's that. But then Zoro is also strong enough to where the shield is really not gonna protect them from that much damage. It's gonna reduce the damage a little, but there's still characters that can just go through that shield in one burst. So that shield might be nice, but it still has its disadvantages to it. But the freeze on there, that's nice. The 55% chance to freeze. I wish they gave him more damage, just because he's attacking 2 random targets here, and his AOE skill is nice, but his second skill, Ice Age, is pretty weak in my opinion. That's the only liability when looking at his skills. It's just the weakness of this one. The first one is pretty nice actually. I'm just comparing it in contrast to other DPS characters. I'm not saying it's weak based off of what a DPS character should be, but in contrast to others, it's pretty weak. But let's look at his last passive. It's a each turn skill, so the same thing like Sengoku. So every turn, this will activate. If his self HP is above 30%, his crit rate is boosted by 20%. So basically, at the start of the match, he's gonna instantly have crit rate plus 20 applied to him. If self HP is below 30%, increase attack by 30%, which lasts 1 turn. Um, yeah, great character. in these little sub boxes. I don't know why it's saying unit crit rate plus 10 and oh, never mind. I know what they're saying. That's because I don't have a max. My bad. Yeah, it's because I don't have a max, so they're saying it like that. But as you can see, crit rate plus 20, increase attack by 30%. So if building Kuzan, which you already haven't keep this in mind. He's gonna start off with 20 crit at the start of the match, regardless. He's really how do I put this? A character you definitely want attacking while he's at his fullest instead of late game. So that crit right there is up plus 20. What you could do is give him a crit relic, which if you give him the crit relic, let me go here just to see the relics. Where is it at? Where's relics? If you give him the team some hero, you give him the plus 25% crit. He's gonna have a base stats of 25% crit to him, which is nice. The reason I'm saying that you won't need to get some Kuzan the white beard will as a relic is just because that sooner or later he is gonna go down by that 30%. I mean, 30% in HP, so his attack is gonna get boosted. Just for that simple fact. So it's a win lose situation. The lose is that you're not gonna have the boost at the start of the match in attack, but the win of the situation is you're still gonna get it regardless. And another win is that you're gonna start off the match with a pretty high crit. Um, because that 25 that you're getting from the full set, and then that 20 that you're also getting from him puts him at 45 in game with no any other extra buffs. And if he was to get a hockey, if he was to get crit, really, in my opinion, if you're trying to get crit, don't get as hockey. Try to get it on a ruin, just because on ruins it's easier to get the second or level 3 crit rate. Once you get that, what you're really looking at is around 68% crit rate on Kuzan at the start of the match. And remember, like I said, my bad. Like I said, he's gonna deal more damage if the target's HP is above 60%, and crit also amplifies the damage that he's gonna be doing at the start of the match. Another thing you could take into effect with relics is that you can decide what you get on your substats. So if I was building a Kuzan, what I would try to get is just the crit rate, probably somewhere up to 20%. But at the same time, you can also get the attack upgrade. Like I said, even if you wanted to, you can go half and half as to where you could go this route. So to show you guys this where you could go this route, crit damage plus 20, crit rate plus 12. Um, but just for the simple fact that the crit rate that they give you isn't really a lot, I would go full crit rate plus 25 unless you're lucky to get a lot of crit rate and attack on here, which you can get on the substats at the same exact time. When it comes to other hockeys to give him, right, other than the crit, I would definitely say crit damage is one of those. Penetration is one of those. Combo is always a good one to get to any DPS character. The reason I say, excuse me, wait, but 50% damage has to do with accuracy. I never noticed that until I just read it. Anyway, the reason I said penetration is just because I feel like all AOE characters should have it. Yeah, all AOE characters should have it. Double crit as well, especially if you're building him to be a crit character. That double crit is nice. Dealing another basic attack, you can get that on the ruin. You wouldn't really need that extra damage at the start. You wouldn't really need speed on him because he's gonna go regardless. Uh, you wouldn't really need shield. He has its own shield. If you want him to maybe resist longer, you can get this when being attacked by crit combo hero. Take 10% less damage. That's something you could do. But the main ones I would say would be penetration, crit damage, combo, and double crit. character like Kuzan. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.